This is the Holy Shekel Crypto Gematria Torah code scan for Bitcoin, which means that it's Monday. Bitcoin is Monday. Simple way to remember that is that Bitcoin has a numerical value of 72 in English Gematria, and Monday has a numerical value of 72 as well. In English Gematria, that's A is 1, B is 2, just ordinally until Z. It's 26 letters, 1 through 26. And today, interestingly, the crypto scan, Gematria scan, picked up on a combination of the new Israeli shekel and US dollar, USD. As mentioned in the past, I've picked three currencies: USD, US dollars, new Israeli shekels, and the euro. And whatever the price is at that time will determine the gematria in the Torah code scan. And whatever one picks it up first gets it. So today, the price of Bitcoin is 189,846 shekels, new Israeli shekels, and 19 agorot. And that was at 3:33 that I checked p.m. Israel Standard Time. In the USD, it's $62,720.30, and the euro is $54,899.71. And when I did the Torah code scan, the number right now the rules are kind of very lax. Very loose rules because it's still developing, and I'm not sure exactly how many restrictions should be as far as, because I'm not using a computer for this. I'm just using my own gematriatized chumash, which means a chumash that has the numbers, the numerical values of the words, and my own scanning, this computer right here. So I'm scanning it, and whenever I see a price, the day's price, wherever in the Torah I look and I see it, then now obviously there has to be some leeway given, because there's so many, to find that exact price. One rule is that it could be a few cents off. That's one way. That's one rule. It could be up until 6 cents either way. Another rule is that it's written as a string. Let's say the Torah is written as just a string of letters, so the gematria values are written as a string of digits. So you can, as long as you can find the number within that string, then that counts. For example, let's just say the price was 879,528. I'm looking at a word here that's really 58 and 79, but since you see 879 there, you can use that, because those are the permissions I've allowed in this scanning process. So today, the price of Israeli shekels for one Bitcoin is 189,846 and 19. So what I could do is I could take 189. That's like a word. 189 is a word. 846 is a word. In terms of USD, 62 is a word, like 62,720 is a word. They're all different. These pieces are all words, and they pick up. So today I found a combination of Israeli and American. The Israeli word is 189,000, and that scan went to a verse in the book of Numbers, chapter, no pun intended, from last week's Parshat, Total Parshat. Numbers chapter 31, and it's talking about the battle that the Israelites waged on the Midianites, and they took a lot of plunder, all kinds of things. The verse in Numbers chapter 31, 27 is is this. I'll read it in Hebrew and then in English. V'chatzita et hamalkoach bein tovsei hamilchama hayotzim latzava ubein kol ha'eda. And in English that is, and you shall divide the plunder equally between the warriors who went out to battle and the entire congregation. Which can bring a lot of questions. It's kind of relevant now because there's a battle between the secular or people in Israel. They don't want the ultra orthodox to get a free pass, exempt from the army. But according to this verse, we see that the warriors got the same amount as it says, divide the plunder equally between the warriors and the entire congregation. I mean, I would think, my own logic would think that's unfair. Like, why should the warriors get the half exactly as the ones who just stayed in the congregation and didn't do anything? But the fact of the matter is that maybe the people in the congregation did something. Maybe they studied Torah, maybe they learned, maybe they prayed, and that's could be just as good. That's a spiritual way of looking at it, and you can see it from the verse that they divided the plunder equally between the warriors. Not everyone can do physical war, but they might be able to do spiritual warfare. That shouldn't be disparaged. So again, just to recap, okay. The word malkoach is the word spoils and plunder, mixing it together. So the plunder, the spoils, the booty, whatever, the loot. Malkoach equals 189 in regular Hebrew Gematria. I keep on looking over here because I'm looking at the Chumash, and that's the Hebrew Chumash. I was looking at the English here, but so 189,000 shekels is a Bitcoin, but 189 equals Malkoach, which means spoils. Okay, and the word next to Malkoach was the word Bain. Bain means between. So it's Malkoach, Bain, Tovsei Melchama are the warriors. So Malkoach is magnetized by the shekel because it's 189, but the word Bain is magnetized by the US dollar because it's 62. And Bitcoin now is $62,720.30. So, again, for a recap, the Holy Shekel Crypto Gematria Torah Code Scan is a combination between New Israeli Shekel and USD, being 189,846.19. 189 is the word. USD is 62,720.30. 62 is the word. And the words that connected to were in Numbers chapter 31:27. Hamal Koach, the plunder, Bain. Between Hamal Koach equals 189, Bain equals 62.